Hey guys, what's up? So I'm going to show you guys another updated video today, and this video is going to teach you on how to port forward your Minecraft game for Minecraft 1.3. If there's any future updates of Minecraft, let's say Minecraft 1.5 came out, well then there you go. This video will actually help you out even on the newest update of Minecraft. Port forwarding your game allows your friends to direct connect to your servers without using, passwords and hamachi and all that stuff. All you have to do is just give out your IP to your friends, and there we have it. What I recommend to do is right when you port forward your game, don't share your IP to anyone. Just make sure you share it to your friends, because if you give it to the wrong person, he could be able to, mess with your internet access, which means DDoS, so he could be able to DDoS you, so just watch out. And also, if you see any blurs in this video, that means that I'm trying to cover up something, because I don't want some things to be leaked out for people to, DDoS me. So anyways, there we have it. So this video is going to be very lengthy. The reason why is because I'm going to show you two things in one video: how to port forward your Minecraft game the automatic way, and how to port forward your Minecraft game the manual way. So there's two different parts. Just in case one doesn't work, you could try out the other one. If that doesn't work, then wow, you're screwed. I'm sorry. But anyways, this is like my 6th take on this video. The reason why is because it didn't really seem that informative, so I'm just retaking this all the time. And just look what time it is. So if I sound tired in this video, yes, it's like close to 1 in the morning. But let's go ahead and do this. Who said it's gonna stop me? No, alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it the automatic way. So you're gonna go here to start, you're gonna find your command prompt. So all you do is just search CMD. So start command prompt, and you're just gonna go up here to command. So just click on that, and what you're gonna spell is you're gonna spell ipconfig. So IP config, just like that, ipconfig, and just press enter. So what you're gonna do is a lot of things are gonna pop out. You just scroll all the way up to the top, and right here you should see IPv4 address and default gateway. So what you're gonna do is you're just simply gonna write it out. So IPv4 address, you're just gonna type that out, and default gateway, you're just gonna type that out as well. So here's the default gateway. Just go ahead and type that out and place it right here, and the IPv4, which is located right here. And once you have done that, just put it into a notepad, and you are done with this command. So go ahead and exit off the command prompt, and just make sure you have your notepad that has the two things I told you to write down, and there we have it. So now what you're going to do is, since we're doing it the automatic way, it's going to require a program called Simple Port Forwarding. So you're going to get this from our description. Just download it, and there's no viruses. I really guarantee it, there's no viruses. What you're going to do is just run it and install it, and you should come up with this icon right here. So what you're going to do is just run that icon and just let it load. So let's just wait for that to load, and here we go. So this is gonna open up, it's a little extra tab. Just go ahead and close that. You don't need this extra tab. What you really need is just this tab. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna look for your router. This is the first thing you want to do, is look for your router. Now there is a ton, and I mean a ton of routers. Look at all of these routers here. There are so many routers. So what I'm gonna do is show you a live video on how to locate your router. So pretty much you just go to your your modem or your router that provides internet to your house, and you're just gonna look for a little sticker that is on your box. So I'm gonna show you a little live video to show you where that sticker's at on my router, not yours but mine. So yes, it was pretty dark in that video, but you pretty much understood what I was trying to show you. I was trying to show you my router that actually looks like this. So if you're looking for your router, it's best to click this little box right here, show picture. So instead of showing this world, it will show you a little picture of what the router looks like, and if it does look identical to your router, then that could be your router. So just make sure to look for the model name on your router. It should be on a sticker, and this is my model name, which I can't really pronounce, so I'm not going to give it a try. And there we have it. So anyways, once you have found your router and this looks like your router, then what you're going to do is go to your router IP. This should already be filled out, but if it's not filled out, then you're going to fill this out, your router IP, with your default gateway, which is exactly the same thing. So pretty much you're just going to put your default gateway right here, which we have wrote down in this little notepad right over here. So once you have done that, then you're going to require to fill out a username and password. If you don't pay for your, what am I kidding? If you're, let's say, underage, may I say, you might have to ask your mom for your username and password, because I'm sure you don't use or you don't own your internet modem or router. So I'm pretty sure you don't pay your internet bill. Probably it's your parents, but ask them for your username and password. If they don't know it, then this is probably your username and password, admin and all of these stars, which I don't know what these stars mean. If you don't know it, just leave it default admin and these stars, but just go make sure to go ask your parents before you continue on with just this admin and password. So mine is actually called Steven, since this is my internet access, and my password, I'm not going to tell you my password. You guys thought I was going to tell you my password, huh? But here is my password. So my password's right here. And ooh, I was about to click on this show password. No, I ain't going to show you that. Alright, so once you filled out your password and username, you're going to go down here to this little empty section. You're going to right click and put add new. You're going to add a new, let's say ping, or yeah, it's a ping. So you're going to add a new ping. And then you're going to go up here to add custom. So click on add custom and the name. So what are we going to name our little ping? So I'm going to call my ping Minecraft. If I spelled that correctly. Doesn't matter what you put up here. They wouldn't really reflect on anything. And then you're going to go here to type. So you have to make sure it's on TCP and UDP. Make sure it's on both, so TCP/UDP should already be filled out like that. And the start port, which is very simple, which is 25565. Make sure you don't put an extra number. You could if you want, but just go with a default Minecraft port, which is 25565. So then you're going to go to the end port and do the same thing, 25565. So this is the start port and the end port of Minecraft. This is the default Minecraft. You could, change it to whatever you like, but I would recommend to do the 25565 ports. And then right here, IP address. So what you're going to do is you're going to go here to your IPv4 address that we wrote down and make sure to fill it out here. So you could do that, or you could do this little, what is it called? Hang down. What is it called? Little scroll down. And you could just go here to your IPv4. It should already be there. Just make sure that your IPv4 address is on your IP address right here. This is my IPv4 address. If it doesn't show up, just click this little arrow, drop down menu. There we go, drop down menu, and click on your IPv4 address, which is mine's right here. So this is my IPv4 address. And once you have done that, fill this out all correctly like how I said. Then you're just gonna put add, and that's it. So it should be able to add, and there it is. So go ahead and exit off this little box. And now what you're gonna do is, this is the simplest part because we are officially done. That was the hardest part. That's how to port forward the automatic way. Alright, so this should be able to work. And then what you're gonna do is click update router. So what it's gonna do is gonna go to your internet, and it should be able to log in. Did I misspell my own password? Are you kidding me? Yeah, see, I misspelled my own password, so I have to exit this off and redo it. See, you have to make sure you have, the correct password. So I almost said it. Wow, I'm lucky I just blurred that out because I almost said it. Here we go. So this should be able to work. This is my password, and I'm gonna put update. And is it gonna work? Yeah, there we go. Now it did. So my password's now correct, and now it's gonna be able to log in. And it's gonna just let it do its business. Just don't interfere. All of these, if it says failed, just ignore it. If it says timeout, just ignore it, and just let it pretty much port forward your game. It does everything for you. This is the automatic way. No need to stress out here. And if this doesn't work out, then we're gonna do it the manual way. So this should be able to work. I almost said my password in the video. Funny how I clipped that out. So wow. Anyways, while this is doing this, just make sure that you're not, let's say, exiting off this box. Don't exit off that box. Just let this run. And once it's done, it's going to say finished adding Minecraft. And there we have it. If you come here to this little drop down and scroll all the way down, you should see that it says right here TCP and UDP to 25565 and 25565, and there we have it. I also ported Portforward for another server, which is 25555 and 25555. You could do many ports and run multiple servers. Also, I have Gary's mod and Tiaria. Tiaria is actually 7777, so that's pretty cool. This is Tiaria and Gary's mod. But anyways, that is Minecraft 25565, and once you have done that, you are officially done. That's basically it, guys. So let's go ahead and exit this off, and you could exit off this because we are done. Now let's go ahead and set up a Bukkit server. So I'm going to right click, you're going to go here to new folder, and I'm going to call it Bukkit. So there we go. You're going to make a Bukkit server. You should already know how to make a Bukkit server. This shouldn't be new. Pretty much you already done port forwarding. All you have to do is just set up a server. So get a new craft bucket of Minecraft 1.3 and a starter.bat, and you're just going to drag that into your folder. So there's your folder, and what you're going to do is you're just going to run your starter.bat and click run if it asks you any questions. It says unable to locate. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I totally forgot. See, it's getting really late at the night. But here's your craft bucket. You have to rename it. So rename. And you're just going to rename your craft bucket to craft bucket. So just get rid of all this excess junk and just make sure it just says craft bucket, and then run the starter.bat. And there we have it. Should be able to load its achievements and loading its worlds, and look at all this. So I'm not going to teach you how to install plugins. You should already know how to install plugins, but what I'm going to show you is how to put in your little IP into your server's properties, which is right here. So just let this load until it hits 100%, and right when it says done, then we are officially done, and we'll continue on with the next step. So you know, it just said done. So what I'm going to do is spell STOP for stop. So I'm going to stop the server, and it should be able to save its chunks and all that good stuff, and there we have it. Now what you're going to do is go into your server's properties. Okay, there should already be a file that generated in your like Bukkit folder called server properties. So go into your server properties, and what you're going to do is right here it says server IP. For the server IP, all you do is get your IPv4 address that we wrote down in the command prompt, and you're just going to copy that and paste that right here into your server IP. So I just copied and pasted that right there, and that's very simple, right? Hopefully you guys don't get confused, because it's very simple. All you do is just write down your IPv4 address, copy that, paste it into your server properties, and this is pretty much what we pinged earlier with 25565, which is right here, 25565 server port. Alright, so once we have done that, go ahead and exit this off and click save. So you may have to make sure you save it. So once you have done that, go ahead and click the starter and put run, and it should be able to load with that port. And what you're gonna do is you could direct connect to your server. So let me load up Minecraft to show you that it worked. I'm gonna click login, and you could be able to direct connect to your server by going to multiplayer, do a direct connect, and call it localhost. So just call it localhost and press enter, and you should be able to direct connect to your server, but for some reason I wasn't able to connect. Okay, so if it didn't work with localhost, what you're gonna do is you're going to get your public IP. This is what your friends are gonna need in order to connect to your server. So go to Google and search what is my public IP, which should show up right here at the very top. So here's whatismypublicip.com or whatever this is, and your public IP should show up right here. So you're just gonna highlight this, you're gonna right click and copy. I'm gonna have to blur this out because you don't want to give that out to everybody. And for your server address for direct connect, you just put your public IP and you just join, and it should be able to connect. And let's check this out. There I am. So I just connected to my server. Pretty much your public IP, the only thing of use for it is just to connect to your server. So tell your friends to connect to that IP that you got from this website called whatismyip.com. So you're gonna go, prevent the pop-up windows. Yeah, I'm not gonna link this. What I recommend to do is just go to Google and put what is my IP, and it should be able to say your public IP address is, and it'll show you your public IP. So I'm gonna blur this out for many reasons because I don't want to show you guys my public IP. So you're gonna copy this public IP, give it to your friends, and you all are gonna connect to that IP, and that's your server IP right there. So once you have done that, you are able to play Minecraft, and look, no lag. It's not really that hard. If you do lag, I do have a video on how to reduce lag. And guys, that is pretty much it, how to do it the automatic way. Now, if this didn't work for you, we're gonna do it the manual way. So I have to make another tutorial. So let's get started doing this. So what I'm going to do is disconnect from everything and close off everything. So let me close off everything. Alright, so let's go ahead and port forward our Minecraft game the manual way. This might be a long process, but since I've been doing it for so long, it's actually pretty fast. So anyways, let's get started. If the automatic way didn't work out for you, then I apologize. Let's go ahead and do it the manual way. So hopefully this will work. If you guys have any problems, any issues, anything, go ahead and post a topic on my help forums. I'll be sure to try to help you out. And please don't spam me, because some people just straight out tell me, hey, you know, I've been doing this for a month already and you still haven't helped me out. Where's my help? Well, I'm trying to make videos. I'm trying to help out a lot of people, so I can't really help all of you guys out at the same time. I am human. I'm not a robot. Alright, so let's do this the manual way. You're going to go to your command prompt again. So spell out CMD and go to your command prompt again and just open that up. And you're going to search ipconfig again. So we're pretty much doing the same exact things as we did in our, you know, earlier today in this video. So ipconfig, and there we have it. Press enter. Scroll all the way up. And you're just going to get your notepad again, if you haven't already done this, and write down your public, your IPv4 address and your default gateway. So here they are again. You're just going to write them down into your notepad if you haven't already done this. And default gateway, you're going to write that down as well. So once you have your IPv4 address IP and your default gateway IP, go ahead and exit off your command prompt, because we are done with that. And now what you're going to do is we're going to go online. This requires you to have internet access. Of course, if you're watching this video, you have internet access. What am I talking about? You're going to go into yours, and I used to use Google Chrome, but I'm going to use Firefox for right now. And you're just going to open up a new tab. Have nothing listed out here, no Google, no none of that stuff. And what you're going to search is, you're going to search your default gateway, which is 192.168, but this is mine. I'm not sure if yours is the same exact one. But you're just going to search your default gateway IP. So I'm going to search it up, 192 dot, and if it doesn't already have it filled out, you know, on your search engine already, then you probably have to fill out the whole thing. But I've already, you know, been here several times. So yeah, I'm not sure how to log off. I have to log. Oh, there we go. So it should come out like this. You should be logged out of it, and you shouldn't already be logged in. But let me go ahead and erase all this. So you're going to connect to your default gateway, which we just did right now. And here is a login to your router. So we're going to manually log into our router and do this ourselves. So our username, ask your parents if you don't know your username. It should already be filled out with admin or something like that. But it's recommended to go ask your parents or whoever is hosting your internet and just get your username. Mine is Steven, since I am the one paying my internet bill. And I'm going to go ahead and put my password. So here's my password, my username, and I'm going to press OK to log into my router. Yours is not going to be set up like this. Yours is going to be totally different, but just keep your eye out and look for the following things. If yours says firewall, then click on firewall, but if it doesn't say firewall, look for port forwarding or any of that stuff. Yeah, look for port forwarding or port triggering. So go to your firewall settings, and for mine, it's just right here in the firewall settings. It's very simple, and port forwarding. So your router, if your router is a Verizon, then this is really going to help you out. But yours is probably really different, because we all live in different, you know, areas in the world, you know, all different countries. So your company's probably different than mine. So anyways, here's my Verizon. I went here to port forwarding. Yours should say somewhere around your settings, port forwarding. And what you're going to do is you're going to create a new port forwarding. So in a little drop down or any section, make sure that you can type down a special IP. So mine is right here. I could just go right here to specify IP, and I could manually put in an IP. And in that IP, you're gonna put IPv4 address. So go ahead and copy this and just put it right here. So mine's already filled out. So basically, you just fill out your IPv4 address right here, which we just did right now. Here's my IPv4 address, which I showed you in my command prompt. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna forward this to a custom port. If you could click custom port, that's great. And just make sure everything is both TCP and UDP. So mine says right here both, and that's good. Now this is the port. We're gonna put 25565, and there we have it. So basically, you put your IPv4, make sure it's custom ports or you know, manual ports if you could put that in, and make sure it's port forwarded to TCP UDP, which is both, and the Minecraft default port, which is 25565. And that's pretty much it. If you could be able to do that, that would be great. Once you have this, go ahead and add your setup custom port. Just add it, and it should be able to work. Now if you scroll down, it should be able to be in your list, and here it is. So it's in my list, and there we have it. That's pretty much how to do it the manual way if you're on Verizon. I'm not sure if this was a big help to you guys, but hopefully this tutorial will help you out. It's actually really easy. So you just have to just put it in, and what do you know? So here it is, and now I should be able to host a server. So now let's go ahead and set up a server, which I showed you earlier in this video, so I have to do it again. So I'm going to right click, new folder to put the server in. So I'm going to call it Bukkit. So this is my Bukkit server. All I'm going to do is highlight this starter.bat, which I'm going to link in my description, and this craft bucket. You're going to highlight those and drag it into your Bukkit folder. Go into that Bukkit folder, and you're just going to run the starter.bat and click run, and it should be able to generate all of these folders and files. So what we're going to do is we're going to mess with the server properties in a bit, and we're going to put our IPv4 address, and then we're going to direct connect to our server using our public IP. Our public IP is what players are going to need in order to connect to our server. I've already said this again, but I just like to repeat myself since, nobody tends to learn anyways. So I'm going to press STOP. I'm going to type in STOP, stop. So I'm going to stop the server. It's going to save its chunks. And what I'm going to do is open up the server properties file. So open that up, and here we have it. So here's the server IP. What we're going to put for the server IP is our IPv4 address. So you're just going to copy your IPv4 address that you got from your commands prompt and paste it right into your server IP. Control V, and there we have it. Since we did port to 25565, here's the port that we ported to. If you change yours to let's say 25555, then you have to change this 6 into a 5. So you could port this in any other port if you like, but this is the default Minecraft port. And once you have done that, guys, that is basically it. The server IP is right here that we placed. Pretty much we just put our IPv4 address right here in the server IP. This isn't your server IP, just to let you know. This is just you have to put your IPv4 address. So once you are done, just go to File, Save, and go ahead and exit off your server properties. Exit off everything because you are officially done. So let me exit this off. And now what we're going to do is search for your public IP. So go to Google and put what is my IP. You just search what is my IP, and it should be able to come out right here. Your public IP is yada yada yada. So I'm gonna blur this out because I can't really show everybody my public IP. And you're just gonna copy your IP, go into Minecraft after you have ran your server. So here's my server that I set up. Let's go into our server. Once you have already filled out your server properties with the following information that we just did right now, go ahead and start the starter.bat and click run, and there you have it. Now I'm going to log in, and I'm going to direct connect to my public IP. So I'm going to press Control V. This is your public IP that you got online. If you search Google, what is my IP? This is your public IP. So there you have it. And once you have done that, your server address is right there. Do a direct connect, and you should be able to log into your game. So this is pretty much how to port forward the manual way. Pretty much you're just going to go into your router and fill out the following information. The key step of all this is just to really know your IPv4 address, default gateway, and of course your public IP. Those are the 3 IPs that you need in order to make this work. If you have any issues, any problems, just make sure to post a help topic or rewatch this entire video, which might be very lengthy. So anyways, guys, if you do really appreciate my free tutorial that I just did, there's no need to stress out here. Thank you so much for leaving a like. I really do appreciate it. A lot of work was into this video. You could tell I'm very tired. It's already 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I plus have to edit all this and blur it out and all that stuff. Editing is going to be the tough part. Thank you guys so much for all your support. My help forums is going to be linked in the description if you need any help. I'm going to go ahead and catch you guys later. Thank you.